Hi, this is Mark with ESOL Advantage, and today we're going to talk about a common English vocabulary question. What's the difference between the verbs say, tell, talk, and speak? It's a good question, right? Well, we're going to look at some examples and help you know which word to use in which situation. We're going to start with the verb say. Say is a very useful verb, and the meaning of say is to speak specific words. Say is a very specific verb. Here's how it's formed. Say something. Say really focuses on the thing that you want to say. Say something and then optionally to someone. So you can say something or you can say something to someone. Say usually includes the words that were said, either as reported speech or as a quotation. Here's what we mean by that. Let's look at an example with say using reported or indirect speech. He's saying hello, or he said hello to his new neighbor. We have say plus the content of what was said and optionally who it was said to. This is indirect. It's not the actual words. Let's look at an example using direct quoted speech. He said, "Hello, neighbor." Those were the actual words that he said to his neighbor. Another example, she's saying that she wants to have lunch together. Here's indirect speech with a relative clause, a subject and a verb. She's saying that she wants to have lunch together. Or with direct quoted speech, she'll say, "Let's have lunch." "Let's have lunch," she said to us. These are the actual words she used. So say works great for all these situations where the focus is on specific words. When using say, avoid this common mistake. She said him about her vacation plans. There's a problem in that sentence because say cannot take an indirect object. She said him just doesn't work. Try tell or ask instead. For example, she told him about her vacation plans. Secondly, let's look at the verb tell. Tell is another very useful verb, and the meaning is to give specific information to someone. Like say, tell is very specific and has a focus on information. Here's how we use tell. You tell someone. Tell someone. Now this is different from say, where we focused on the information first. Here we focus on the person first. Tell someone, and then you have a few choices. You can tell someone about something. You can give them information. Or you can just tell someone something directly. Those two ways are pretty similar. About something or something. These are ways to give information. Thirdly, you can tell someone to plus a verb, some sort of an action. This is a way to give a command. Tell almost always includes names of the receivers of the information. That's the big difference between tell and say, that we almost always include the names of the receivers. Like say, we can use tell with both reported and quoted speech. So let's look at some examples. First, I'm telling him about my project. Or I'm telling him to help with my project. The first sentence gives us information about a topic. I'm telling him about my project. The second sentence is a command. I'm telling him to help. I need help, and I would like him to help me. These are indirect because they were not my specific words. But we can use tell with direct quoted speech. For example, I have a big new project, I told him. Those were my specific words. And notice in all three sentences, I tell someone. I told him. Here's another example. She told the truth about her mistake. Or she told us that she made a mistake. These sentences are interesting because here's a situation in the first sentence where tell doesn't include someone. Instead, it includes a something. She told the truth. There's times when we can use tell with a noun like truth or a lie, but generally we focus on the person, as in sentence number 2. She told us that she made a mistake. Again, those are reported speech. Those were not her exact words. So here's an example with quoted direct speech. She'll simply tell them, I made a mistake. Those will be her words. I made a mistake. When you're using tell, avoid this common mistake. He told that he wants to open a coffee shop. Once again, tell almost always includes the someone who receives the information. Tell almost always has that indirect object. If you don't want an indirect object, try using say instead, as in, he said that he wants to open a coffee shop. Our third verb is talk. And the meaning of talk is to say things in a general and less formal sense. Say and tell, we said, were very specific. Well, talk is more general. And unlike speak, it is less formal. Here's how we use talk. Talk optionally to someone or with someone and about something. Talk to or with someone about something, but we have a lot of different options when we use talk. Remember that talk and speak do not use quoted direct speech. Unlike say and tell, talk and speak don't give us specific words. So let's look at a few examples. First, he talked to his new neighbor. He's talking with his new neighbor. Once again, we can talk to someone or we can talk with someone. The difference is to is more focused on my information that I give, whereas with focuses more on the conversation that we have together. Let's look at a second example. Let's talk about our vacation plans. Or we talked together until 3 a.m. Notice that the first sentence doesn't include the someone. All the focus is on the something. We talked about our vacation plans. It's general. There's no specific information here, and there's certainly no quotation here. General information about our vacation plans. The second sentence, we talked together until 3 a.m., doesn't give us a specific someone or a specific something. It's just we talked together. And then for how long did we talk together? When you're using talk, avoid this common mistake. They talk Spanish. Well, that would be a mistake because though talk and speak are similar, talk is not used for languages. So if you want to give the name of a language, try they speak Spanish. Or if you want to use talk, they are talking in Spanish. So we've looked at say, tell, and talk. It's time to look at our fourth verb, speak. The meaning of speak is to say things in a general and more formal sense. Talk, we said, is general but informal. Speak is a little bit more formal than talk. How it's formed? We have a few choices here. We can speak to someone, We can speak with someone. We can also speak about something. And there's several options there, and we'll see some examples in just a minute. But another common way to use speak is speak a language or speak in a language. If we're talking about a language name, speak is a great choice. We said this before, but I'll say it again. Talk and speak do not use quoted direct speech. They don't give us specific words. And that's what makes them different than say and tell. So let's look at some examples. She's speaking about her plan to open a coffee shop. She spoke with the manager for about 10 minutes. So speaking about something or speaking with someone. We have several options here, both to focus on the person who hears the speech and the thing that we are speaking about. Some more examples. I haven't spoken about my idea to anyone. I need to speak with you about something important. So here we have both the someone and the something included. And a final set of examples. They were speaking in French. She speaks Korean. Here we're focusing on a specific language name. We can use in, or we can just say the language name. When you're using speak, avoid this common mistake. We should speak about your vacation plans. While this sentence is good grammar, there's a problem here. Because speak is formal, it's not for fun subjects like vacation plans. Speak is for serious situations. So, if you have a fun topic, try these instead. Tell me more about your vacation plans. I'd like to hear about your vacation plans. Save speak for more formal situations. That's one of the big differences between speak and talk. So I hope this video has been helpful, and be sure to check out esoladvantage.com for more helpful videos, articles, and for information about our small group classes and private English tutoring. Thanks for joining us, and see you again soon.